Hey, it's me again. Just a real quick video here about transpiration. And transpiration is probably the one that you haven't heard much about. So I came down to the woods behind my house here to do a little lesson on transpiration. And if you understand evaporation, then you should have no problem understanding transpiration, because all transpiration is a plant releasing its water through its foliage or its leaves. So that's why you have to water house plants. That's why you water plants in your garden, is because not only do they, take in water and use it to grow, but they also release water. Just like when people breathe out, they release water vapor. So what transpiration is the water comes out of a plant onto its leaves, and then it evaporates into the air. And it's hard because, just like evaporation, transpiration is when you have liquid water turning into water vapor. And since you can't see water vapor, it's hard to see it, especially on a plant. So what I did was I set up an experiment here, and I wrapped a plastic bag around some leaves on a tree. And this plastic bag was empty when I put it on the tree. And I did about a couple hours ago. And I came back down here, and if you look closely, you will see that there's little water droplets forming on the bag inside. They're not on the outside. The outside of the bag is perfectly dry. It's that inside of the bag that is getting those. I'm trying to make sure you can see the little droplets here. Little water droplets, almost like if you were to breathe on a mirror. And you're going to learn in the next part of this module that's called condensation, those little water droplets forming. But in between the leaf and the bag, the water is evaporating from the leaf into the air that's in the bag, and then it's going through condensation and turning back into water droplets. But that's what the process of transpiration is. And this is going on in all of these plants that are all around everywhere. So that's a ton of water vapor being put into the air. So evaporation is not the only way to get water vapor from liquid water. Another way that happens is through transpiration of our producers, of our plants. So again, take one more quick look here. You see all that water vapor, you can't see the water vapor, but you can see the droplets that were water vapor that came out of the plant. So if I was to take that bag off, all the water that would be in the bag was at one point inside the tree. And it came out of the tree, and then through transpiration entered the atmosphere. We just happened to catch it with that little bag. So that's all transpiration is. Just like evaporation, except it occurs from the evaporation of water from a plant.